Well, Tiffany Henyard has done it again. This time she's in hot water with the firefighters in the firefighters union. They've been complaining that they've been without a contract for 5 years. And they also talking about their retirement money and where their retirement money has been allocated to. They're talking about their health insurance. So now they went to the news because they feel like, they're scared to speak out for fear of being fired from this administration. This thing is really messed up. And the trustees have been saying a long time that they've been in debt. They don't have the money. So she's using their money to pay for other stuff. And this is what they're alluding to. Now, I told you guys that the feds take their time because they are combing through this thing with a fine-tooth comb and doing a thorough investigation. So she knows that she's in trouble. She knows that she's not coming back because now you're messing with like the firefighters union and all this kind of stuff. You get in trouble for dealing with that kind of. You can't do this. So now these people risk their lives. They're the people that's running to the trouble when everybody's running away from the trouble. And now your foolishness is spilling over into their retirement. Your foolishness is spilling over to their health care. The public is not going to like this at all. Like she's not going to get any type of public. Man, it's over for her. It's over for her. But if y'all don't believe me, check this out, man. Check out what the firefighters of Dolton, Illinois is saying now.
This is an NBC5 News exclusive. They put their lives on the line when people need help. But some firefighters in a South suburban community are raising concerns about the money that is supposed to be spent on their retirement and health care benefits. NBC5's Regina Waldrop spoke with one firefighter in Dolton who's now demanding answers.
The ongoing saga in Dolton now spilling over into the fire department.
But when the mayor first started to run in 2021, we did endorse her, and then everything went sideways.
Adam Farrick has been a firefighter in the village for 10 years. He's also union rep for Local 3766.
We have a ton of concerns.
Most revolve around financial issues. These are some of the grievances the union has filed against the village. Farrick claims many of the village's 21 firefighters don't want to speak out for fear of retaliation.
And there's always that scare of retaliation of what's going to happen if we don't beat to their drum.
Farrick claims money taken out of their checks for a retirement plan not going where it should.
I pick the amount that I would like with taken out of my check, and then that money is supposed to go to nationwide. It has not been happening.
He also claims firefighters are having issues with health insurance, which the village pays for. These are some of the documents shared with NBC5 that say premiums have not been received.
Members are getting claims denied, and we did file agreements over that as well.
Trustee Brittany Norwood tells us these issues are very concerning.
It's very sad. It's sad because for the last 3 years, my colleagues on the board and I have been questioning how the money is being spent. We've been fighting for transparency so that we can have the answers to these financials.
Firefighters say they've been working without a contract going on 5 years, and they claim the village is refusing to sit down and negotiate.
We all come here because we love this place.
But you just wish...
I wish that the upper administration could get it together and do the right thing.
The Henyard administration did not respond to our requests for a statement. In Dolton, I'm Regina Waldrop, NBC5 News.
So now, when you hear them speak out, just as well as you've heard so many other people speak out, we know that the guy that was running the rec, in charge of the rec centers for Dolton, that's not even a part of the mayor's administration, we know that he was given $2,000 in fines. We saw that. We saw how other business owners was alleging that they wouldn't get their licenses because they were on the other side of the people that the trustees that she's been in battle with. We've seen all these different things. But now in the Thornton Township, we see that she's beefing and battling with those trustees as well. So now you had a trustee that's been that had to apologize to the public for her battles that she's had with Tiffany Henyard. And she said something like this.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna have to lose.
So why don't you tell me the truth now?
Lose
your
religion, girl. Go on. Do it. I'll back you up.
That's real.
Excuse me. Can I you all tell us if she's in the building?
They ain't gonna tell us. They waiting till
She's
they-
in the building.
She's here.
Okay.
You know, this is such disrespect.
Yeah, it is.
Disregard. She don't care.
Would someone let her know we're waiting for her?
She knows. She got a little, she got on the audience, watching everybody.
You know, she know you.
She already
Right, you
knows.
don't call everybody in.
Yeah, she knows.
Well, while we're waiting, can I make a statement really quick?
Sure, please.
All right.
And I want to know who controls the mics and stuff. Who does that?
From you,
You just do yours.
Yeah, so I just wanted to make a statement really quick. I want to address an incident that took place at a board meeting in Dolton that most of you were in. And, you know, it was a lot of negative energy going on in the room, and I attempted to bring a positive perspective to the discussion. And my approach was not received well, and instead of maintaining my composure and positivity, I reacted inappropriately. I ended up calling someone old and ignorant, and I also called someone a clown, which was offensive and unprofessional. I deeply regret my actions, and for a long time I was stubborn and failed to acknowledge that I owed an apology. As an employee of the Village of Dolton, at the time, I should have conducted myself with professionalism, regardless of the circumstances. And I sincerely apologize for my behavior. It's not a reflection of who I am, and I do not want that moment to define me. And so I hope everyone that was offended by that statement can accept my sincerest apologies. And I also want to say, I want to address the concerns that have been raised by many of the residents of Dolton Township. I recently read an article that someone sent me from the South Suburban newspaper. And in that article, it was titled, it was more of a question, it said Dolton Township trustees in the hot seat. And in the article, it highlighted that not one of us trustees had issued a statement or a press release regarding any information that the public has concerns with. We haven't given our role and where we stand, our opinion or concerns or plans to tighten up the situation that the citizens are concerned about. And additionally, it stated, and this was a quote, it said, seriously, if you are not a part of the solution, then you are a part of the problem. And there is definitely a problem at Dolton Township, the person wrote. And I want to acknowledge the concerns that so many of you have been voicing for so long, and I want to assure you that I am committed to improving communication and transparency. My intentions are sincere. I see, hear, and understand your concerns, and I have some of those same concerns. And I'll no longer sit on the board with a quiet voice. I will use my influence to do what's right for the people of Dolton Township. And I understand that the public has lost trust and confidence in us as board members, but I sit here today and say that I will do what's necessary to rebuild that trust and confidence. From my mouth to your ears, I want you to know that I stand with the residents of Dolton Township, and I am committed to being a part of the solution. Thank you for holding me accountable and for your time.
Thank you.
But if things couldn't get any worse for Tiffany Henyard, we had Thornton Township trustee Jerry Jones, and he spoke. He spoke very candidly, where he said that Tiffany Henyard, the supervisor, works for the trustees, and the trustees work for the people. And he made it catastrophically clear that he's well aware of the things that's been going on. And like I told you guys, but no, I'ma wait. I told you guys that there's been corruption in that Thornton Township. I don't trust a lot of them people there, because she should have never been there in the first place. She was not qualified, and we see now with her behavior that she wasn't qualified. This thing is real goofy, like real goofy. But we saw the other trustee have to apologize, and y'all saw the disrespect of how Tiffany Henyard wouldn't come through, had them sitting there waiting. Very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. And, you know, a lot of this stuff is being recorded. Everybody's watching this stuff. But let's go and listen to what trustee Jerry Jones had to say to the public, and explaining how the supervisor actually works for the public. She works for the trustees, and the trustees work for the people. Check this out.
Is the trustees here? 1, 2, and on the other side, 3, 4. We run this township. And we need to get things in order now, because the supervisor and the staff work for these trustees. And these trustees work for the community. We work for the community, and we need to do our job. And it's not too late. So I want to express to the residents here apologies, not just to the residents here, but the residents period. My apologies for anything that has been going on in this township that shouldn't. We will get it right. There's no question to get it right. And one more time, I might say it again, but it's not too late. It's not too late. If there's some shortcomings on behalf of this supervisor, people have challenges, we need to correct it. We need to correct it. I'm acknowledging that. This board needs to understand our functions, and the supervisor, as I said, and the staff work for us. I'm going to say it one more time. The supervisor and the staff work for this board, and this board works for the community. You pay your taxes to us.
So I'll say this in closing. You know, we saw that she was having problems with the police, the old police chief in the police department, where she had a very large police detail following her around. We know that they was calling her Tahoe Tiffany because she had a $150,000 Tahoe. And the old police chief spoke out against her and said that she didn't need that large of a detail following her around, that some of those police need to be patrolling the streets. He was fired, let go. He turned up in Florida somewhere. We seen the video of Jedediah Brown when he had to go to court, and the other police chief was following him around, and it was just a whole bunch of just chaos. We saw that she was dating as an elected official, dating a married man, and then hired him and gave him a very lucrative salary. We've seen these things. Now we see the issue with the firefighters department and their retirement money not being allocated to the right place. Their benefits. We've seen this. This is going to be a problem for her. We've seen the wars going on with the trustees in the battle for transparency in regards to where the money is being spent. We've seen all of these things. I would just tell the people just to be patient. The feds is coming through. We see the situation with Ms. Dukes and Andrew Holmes, and we've seen Mr. Freeman. The feds come in and put a case on him. We've seen these different things. We've seen that $500,000 check where a man was arrested by the feds. It's just a lot of foolishness, man. It's the check cashing guy that ran the check cashing place. We've seen that he was arrested by the feds. So in this latest video, we see the firefighters union is coming out. And like he said, a lot of them were afraid to speak out for fear of being fired. So, you know, he said, "I'll be your Huckleberry and I'll speak out." So he spoke out to the news. So more of this stuff come out, I'll report more of it. But there's something else going on we saw in the last township where things was about to come to blows. I'll report that next. But if you made it this far in the video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.